Back. It was a weekend of infighting and some late night meetings. This around President Trump's sweeping tax bill or cut of taxes, and the path forward still remains unclear. Emily Wilkins has the latest for us, and of course what it's going to mean for taxpayers. Emily.
Hey, David. Well, yeah, negotiations are still ongoing, but the nearly $4 trillion tax package and the rest of Trump's extensive legislative agenda, it did clear another hurdle late Sunday night after a weekend of negotiations between GOP leadership and the fiscal hawks. But the bill still does not have the needed votes to pass in the House, meaning that Speaker Mike Johnson has more deals to make before the end of the week, which is his deadline for passing that bill. Now, Johnson and other Republican leaders, they talked with a lot of time this weekend with 4 members of the House Budget Committee who voted against this mega package on Friday. One of the members, Congressman John Burkeen, said on X that the group made progress regarding wind and solar subsidy repeals and welfare work requirements for the able-bodied to ensure that meaningful reform takes place during President Trump's term in office, not after, as was previously drafted in the bill. Yet, despite that progress, it was not enough to get Burkeen and others to yes. They voted present last night, indicating that while progress had been made, they think there is more to go on these cuts. Of course, if lawmakers go too far on the cuts, then they risk alienating more moderate members who want to keep benefits like Medicaid and SNAP for their constituents. Plus, it's not just the issue on the budget. Lawmakers also have to figure out where to put that cap for state and local tax deductions. At this point, you have at least 5 lawmakers say that they will oppose the bill unless that proposed $30,000 cap is raised. Now, changes will be made at a committee meeting happening at 1 a.m. on Wednesday, middle of the night, trying to make sure they have time to get this done. Johnson hopes to have the House vote on Thursday. Remember, he can only afford to lose 3 votes on the floor. A lot of negotiations this week. There's a call coming up with Republican lawmakers to discuss the dynamics of the bill. We expect a lot more conversations happening on Capitol Hill as they rush to try to make the deadline of getting it passed this week. Guys?
You know it's getting intense when you start scheduling 1 a.m. meetings. Emily, appreciate that.